Imagine this. You're cruising down a highway, maybe somewhere in the south of France. Golden sunlight spilling across the road, and instead of being behind the wheel of a sports car, you're commanding something the world never really expected to exist. A Bugatti Motor Home. Yeah, I know, Bugatti Motor Home. Two words most of us never thought we'd hear in the same sentence. And yet here we are. The brand famous for hypercars that shatter speed records is now rolling into the luxury motorhome world. At first, it almost feels like a fantasy, like someone in the design studio said, "Hey, what if we made a Bugatti you could live in?" But then you look at it, you walk around it, and it clicks. Of course Bugatti would do this. Of course, they'd take their obsession with detail, their pursuit of perfection, and their flair for the dramatic, and pour all of that into something that's basically a rolling palace. Now, let's talk about what this thing looks like, because design is the first punch Bugatti always throws. From the outside, this motorhome isn't just a box on wheels. Forget everything you know about obvious Bugatti. Didn't just scale up a van. No. They sculpted it. The body flows like a hypercar, curves and angles sweeping backward as if the whole thing is moving, even when it's standing still. The grille is unmistakably Bugatti, that signature horseshoe design that's been part of the brand's identity for decades. The headlights, sleek, futuristic, with LED accents that almost wink at you when they light up. From a distance, you might think you're looking at a spaceship or a futuristic yacht that just happens to have wheels. Now, picture yourself stepping inside. And I have to warn you, once I start describing this interior, regular motorhomes are going to sound like cardboard boxes in comparison. Right as you enter, you're hit with this overwhelming sense of luxury. Not just fancy, not just premium, but Bugatti-level luxury. The kind of detail where even the stitching on the leather is so precise, it looks like it was made under a magnifying glass. The lounge area is the first stop. You've got plush seating that feels like it belongs in a designer penthouse. Every seat is electronically adjustable, climate controlled, and yes, massage built in. The walls are wrapped in fine leather with carbon fiber accents that glisten under ambient lighting. And that lighting, it's smart, adaptive, soft and golden if you want to relax. Cool blue if you're watching a movie, or even syncs to your music if you're throwing a party inside your Bugatti motorhome. Speaking of movies, the entertainment system is out of this world. A massive high-definition screen rises up at the touch of a button. The audio, designed with Bugatti's exclusive sound engineers, the same people who tuned the systems for the Chiron. The result? When you play your favorite track, it doesn't just sound good. It feels alive, like the walls themselves are vibrating with music. Now let's wander over to the kitchen. And let me tell you, calling it a kitchen almost feels unfair. This is more like a chef's studio. State-of-the-art, induction cooktops, smart ovens, refrigeration that practically organizes itself, touchscreen controls for every appliance, and yes, a built-in espresso machine that glides out from behind a panel like a magician's trick. Imagine pulling up to a mountain viewpoint, pressing a button, and suddenly, you're sipping a cappuccino made by your Bugatti. That's the kind of everyday theater they've built into this thing. Moving further back, we find the bedroom. And here's where it hits you. This isn't an RV. This is a 5-star hotel suite, mounted on wheels. A king-size bed with Bugatti-embroidered linens, panoramic skylights that let you fall asleep under the stars, and enough space to stretch, breathe, and actually feel at home. It's cozy and futuristic at the same time. The bathroom? Rainfall, shower, high-end fixtures, smart glass that frosts for privacy with a tap. Honestly, it's nicer than most luxury apartments. But here's the kicker. Bugatti didn't just design this thing to sit pretty. They made sure it drives like a Bugatti or at least as close as a motorhome can. Underneath, you've got a hybrid powertrain, part V8 muscle, part electric smoothness. Now, don't get me wrong. This isn't about chasing a top speed record, but it is about power. Effortless, commanding, smooth power. You want to merge onto a highway? Done. You want to climb steep roads up to a mountain lodge? No sweat. The electric motors give it instant torque, while the engine handles long-distance cruising. The whole experience feels controlled, refined, and, dare I say it, sporty. And before you ask, technically, yes, it can handle rougher roads. It's got adaptive suspension, clever traction systems, and enough ground clearance to tackle gravel, dirt, and maybe even some sand. But let's be honest, this isn't the kind of thing you're driving into the wilderness. The Bugatti Motor Home is about highways, coastlines, resort parking lots, luxury destinations. It's a road yacht, not a rock crawler. Now, let's pause and think about the tech, because this thing is loaded with it. First off, the driver's cockpit is fully digital, customizable, and integrated with Bugatti's AI assistant. That means navigation, entertainment, climate, everything is controlled with voice or gesture. And here's where it gets crazy. Full autonomous driving capability. If you want to sit back in the lounge and watch a movie while the Bugatti Motor Home handles the road, you can? It's like having your own private chauffeur, only smarter. The AI doesn't just drive it, learns you. It remembers your favorite lighting, your playlists, even how warm you like your bed at night. It's like a butler that never forgets. You get in and everything feels tailored, personal, like it was built just for you. Performance-wise, the engineers have made something miraculous. A vehicle this size should feel heavy and clumsy, but with adaptive suspension and all that hybrid muscle, it actually feels light on its feet. Driving it isn't stressful, it's relaxing. It glides, it flows, it responds. Imagine floating across the Autobahn at triple-digit speeds, calm and steady, while inside, it feels like you're sitting in a luxury lounge. That's the vibe. Now let's talk about the number that makes everyone's eyebrows raise. The price? Bugatti doesn't do cheap, ever. So, no surprise, he really whispers put the Bugatti Motor Home somewhere between $3 and $5 million. Yes, million! And that's before custom options. But think about it. For the kind of person who's buying this, price isn't the question. Exclusivity is, rarity is. The fact that maybe only a handful of these will ever be made makes it even more desirable. Let's put it into perspective. You could buy a regular luxury RV for $500,000. You could buy a mansion for $5 million. Or you could buy both, rolled into one, carrying the Bugatti badge. For billionaires and collectors, it's the ultimate flex. Park it anywhere, and you're instantly the center of attention. Now, how does this fit into Bugatti's history? Well, Bugatti has always been about rewriting rules. The Veyron rewrote speed. The Chiron pushed it further. The Bolide redefined what track monster means. And now the Motorhome is Bugatti asking, why can't ultimate luxury be mobile? It's not just an RV, it's a philosophy. Travel doesn't have to mean compromise. With Bugatti, the journey itself is the destination, and I can't help but dream about scenarios. Imagine road tripping across Europe, waking up in Paris, driving through the Alps, parking on the Italian Riviera. Every stop, you're still in the same Bugatti-branded comfort. Or picture arriving at Monaco during the Grand Prix weekend, not in a hypercar, but in your Bugatti Motor Home. You roll up to the marina, step out, and everyone's staring because no one else has what you have. That's power. That's presence. Of course, some people will roll their eyes. They'll say it's ridiculous, over the top, unnecessary. But that's exactly what Bugatti has always been about, doing things no one asked for. But everyone can't stop talking about once they see it. Nobody needs a car that goes 260 miles per hour. Nobody needs a $3 million motorhome. But that's not the point. The point is to dream bigger, to create something that's more art than machine. So, what is the Bugatti Motorhome? Really? It's a statement. It's Bugatti proving that their DNA isn't limited to speed. It's craftsmanship, innovation, and luxury, poured into an experience that redefines what travel can be. At the end of the day, this isn't just a motorhome. It's Bugatti's way of saying luxury doesn't stop when you leave the racetrack. With us, it's everywhere you go. On the open highway, in the mountains, by the ocean, wherever the road takes you. You're not just traveling. You're living